The Enchanted Melody, A Tale of Magic and Destiny. Chapter 1. The Whispering Woods. In the mystical kingdom of Eldoria, where magic still flowed through the rivers and danced in the air, a young girl named Lyra lived in a quiet village at the edge of the Whispering Woods. The villagers spoke in hushed voices about the forest, claiming it was enchanted, alive with an ancient power that few dared to disturb. Legends told of an ancient harp, hidden deep within the forest, an artifact so powerful that its melodies could summon rain, heal the sick, and awaken magic lost to time. Some believed it to be a gift from the gods, while others feared it, saying it was cursed by the spirits that guarded it. Lyra had always been drawn to these stories. Unlike the other villagers who feared the forest, she was fascinated by its secrets. She often stood at the edge of the woods, listening to the faint melodies carried by the wind. One night, as the full moon bathed the land in silver light, she made a decision: she would find the harp. Chapter 2. The journey begins. With a lantern in one hand and a small dagger for protection, Lyra stepped into the forest. The moment she crossed the boundary, a soft melody filled the air, wrapping around her like a whisper. The trees stood tall and ancient, their branches forming tunnels of emerald light. The deeper she walked, the more the forest seemed to come alive. After hours of wandering, she reached a clearing where an enormous tree stood, its twisted roots forming a natural throne. In the center of the roots lay the harp of Eternia, its strings glowing faintly, humming as though waiting to be played. As Lyra reached out to touch it, a sudden gust of wind swirled around her, and a voice echoed through the trees. "Who dares awaken the melody of time?" A figure appeared, a spirit of the forest, cloaked in flowing robes, its eyes glowing like stars. Chapter 3. The Guardian's Test. "I seek the harp," Lyra said, her voice steady. "I wish to hear its song and understand its magic." The spirit studied her for a long moment before speaking. "The harp does not belong to those who seek power. Only a heart pure of intention can play its melody. If you wish to claim it, you must pass the 3 trials of the forest." Lyra nodded, determined. "The first trial," the spirit said, "is the trial of courage." Suddenly, the ground beneath her trembled, and shadows rose from the earth, forming dark creatures with glowing red eyes. Fear gripped Lyra, but she stood her ground. She remembered what her grandmother once told her: fear is only as strong as you allow it to be. Taking a deep breath, she stepped forward, facing the creatures with unwavering resolve. The shadows hissed but did not attack. Instead, they melted into the earth, vanishing into nothingness. "You have passed the trial of courage," the spirit declared, would write its next chapter. Chapter 4. The Wisdom of the Winds. The second trial, the spirit continued, is the trial of wisdom. A gust of wind carried golden leaves toward her, each with a riddle written on it. Lyra caught one and read aloud. "I have no voice, yet I speak to you. I tell of all things in the world that people do. I have leaves, but I am not a tree. What am I?" She thought for a moment and smiled. "A book." The wind swirled around her approvingly. "You have passed the trial of wisdom." Chapter 5. The Melody of the Heart. The final trial, the spirit said, is the trial of heart. The harp glowed brighter, and the spirit gestured toward it. "Play the melody that comes from within your soul. Only the true air of the harp can awaken its full power." Lyra hesitated. She had never played the harp before, but something inside her urged her forward. She gently plucked the strings, and to her surprise, a soft, hauntingly beautiful melody filled the air. The forest responded, flowers bloomed, the trees swayed, and the stars above shimmered more brightly. The spirit smiled. "You are the chosen one. The harp has accepted you." Chapter 6. The New Guardian. As Lyra played, a vision appeared before her, a glimpse of the past. She saw a queen, her face kind yet strong, playing the same harp. The realization struck her like lightning: this queen was her ancestor. "You were always meant to find the harp," the spirit said. "You are its guardian now. Use its power wisely." With newfound purpose, Lyra left the forest, carrying the harp and its magic with her. She would use its melody to heal, to bring joy, and to restore hope to her people. And so, the legend of the Enchanted Melody continued. But now, Lyra was the one who would write its next chapter. Thanks for watching.